Hey, what's up? It's Comic 95, the Savior. So I will warn you, might hear some buzzing of my phone. I'm in the middle of texting my date. But back on subject, I wanted to make a video kind of advising you on kind of having balance in your life. So we talked about friends and we talked about relationship differences here in Japan. But for this video, I want to talk about having balance with those relationships, and in particular friendships. I've made a similar video to this, but not quite exactly talking about this the way I'm going to right now. And that is, I want to tell you, it is so important to have a diverse group of friends. You do not want to just hang out with Japanese people, or just hang out with foreigners that absolutely love Japan, or just hang out with foreigners that absolutely hate Japan, or just listen to these groups of people. You really need to get your beliefs, your ideas, your everything should come from a variety of people. If you are always hanging out with people that are super, super negative, always listen to people that are super, super negative, and all they say is, oh my god, Japan is so bad, and Japanese people suck, and this, that, and the other, like everything is just bad that's coming out of their mouth, including me, it's time to switch up your group. It's nothing wrong with hanging out with those people, liking them, or enjoying their jokes, or finding comfort in, their relatability. But if you are so surrounded by everyone hating something, what is naturally going to happen to you? You're going to hate it too. And this is how we end up with people being racist. That's a good example of that. So it's not to say that you'll go off the deep end as far as that goes, but you cannot consider yourself an intelligent being, a well-rounded person, when all of your information comes from one source. And this is why I always tell people, I get messages all the time, both in my comment section, emails, DMs, everything, and people telling me, oh, I'm so glad I came across your channel. Yeah, Japan isn't for me. I don't want to live there, etc. And it's like, no, you're getting it all wrong. I am not telling you to not live here. I'm telling you what happens in my day-to-day life. I'm venting, I'm ranting to you here. But the takeaway from it should not be, this is Japan. Japan is this horrible, scary, whatever place. As I said to you guys before, hello, not trying to brag, but, where is it? I don't have it on me, do I? No, I do not. Oh, there we go. People, look at what I have, okay? This is much better than a Japanese passport. It's much more respectable. I'm not trying to brag. I don't make the rules. Greatest country ever. Okay, let me stop trying to make everybody mad. But anyway, all right. That's also my proof for anybody that believes I was lying. I'm going to stop entertaining trolls and crap like that. If y'all think I'm lying from another country, I'm married or whatever else, believe whatever you want to. But, what was I going to say? Yeah, it's if Japan was an awful place, I wouldn't be here anymore. I wouldn't. There are things that I hate in this country. There are things that I wish were like how it is in my home country in the U.S. But I can also say the same thing from being here in Japan. The longer I stay here, the more things I think, and I'm like, I wish the U.S. had this. Sure, there are things that I feel the reverse, where I'm like, oh my god, I'm glad the U.S. does things this way, etc. But it's like, you really have to think rationally. You cannot do that when everybody around you is not even yes men per se, but everyone is giving you this one idea. Everyone's making your opinion for you. You cannot let me live your life in Japan for you. You have to come here and experience it for yourself. And the reality is, even if you hate it, so what? Now you have experience. You can say that you've experienced living abroad. You experienced learning and living life and working in a different language with a different culture, etc. Try it out for yourself. You literally have nothing to lose. At the end of the day, you get your pictures, your videos, your experiences, etc. And don't be so quick to give up. Like, for example, for me, when I first tried Japanese drinks, they were disgusting. I didn't like a single Japanese drink when I first came to Japan. Their tea was awful. Their coffee was awful. Their soft drinks are awful. And now, I can't even tell the difference when you give me an American drink and a Japanese one. In fact, if anything, I would say the American ones now taste nasty. They seem too sugary. So it's like, you have to try things on your own. But beyond just trying physical things, you need to try relationships, try experiences for and by yourself. Do not be one of those people that stay inside of the Gaijin bubble where you come here and you're like, I need black friends. Or if you're white, I need, white friends, or, whatever people from your own country. You will be miserable here. You are going to feel like you are alone. You are going to feel like you don't fit in. You are going to feel lost. Because then when you need help with something or want to understand something and you don't have any Japanese friends, then what? A lot of you guys talk about how you want Japanese friends, but it's like, what are you doing to get them? You don't go outside your house. You don't want to learn the language. You don't want to dress or behave in a way that would help attract Japanese friends, which is by blending in with society and seeming like a normal person, so to speak. I don't make the rules. I'm telling you how to make things easy for yourself. So, yeah, I mean, like, just think for yourself. Use your own brain. Like, what can you do to expand your knowledge on Japan? What can you do to give you a different perspective? You don't have to agree with it. Like, for example, for myself, I can admit, and all of us foreigners have been here before if you've been here for a minute. After your first year here in Japan, for some of us even sooner than that, the joy fades of being like, oh my god, look at the trucks that play music. Oh my god, mochi. Oh my god, macarons. Crap like that. You get over it. You've seen the cherry blossoms. You've seen the anime-looking people. It's like, okay, like, this is... Oh, Japan is overrated. You just start to hate everything. And that's okay, too. It's normal to go through that. But it's also good to have people that feel the opposite of you. I don't want to hang out with people. I said this on my channel before, where all they talk about is how much they hate Japan and how awful it is, etc. I ran and vent to you guys here, but in my day-to-day life, this is not the conversation that I have. There are things to appreciate and enjoy about this country. You don't have to lie and pretend like everything's great in order to seem happy to the outside world. But it's refreshing to be people that are in that honeymoon phase. It's refreshing to be people that have gotten beyond both phases. They've gone through that I, love Japan phase, the I hate Japan phase, and now they're in the, in between, rational, reasonable. There's things I like, things that I hate. Have balance with your friendships. Don't just look for people that are into the same stuff. I think it's so easy for us to try to make friends where it's like we have this common sport, or we both like the same anime show, or whatever, or we both like the cosplay. And that's great too. It's good to have friends with similarities for obvious reasons. But at the same time, it's like, how can you learn anything new about yourself, anything new about the country, anything new about life, when all you do is hang out with what you already know? You can't. And I'll also go into race. People always talk about just foreigner versus Japanese. There's tons of races that are not Japanese. We need to talk about that too. Oh my god, I cannot tell you how different my experiences are doing the exact same thing with different races of people. White people. Y'all are the best people to go to karaoke with. Why? Because I can be myself. I can be relaxed. I can sing the country songs, the pop songs. Black people, I feel nostalgic. I can rap. I can say the N-word without everybody being like, everything is totally different, completely new environment. Japanese people, I can test my ability to read hiragana and katakana. Like, you know what I mean? It's fun. It's fun. You get different experiences with different people. When I hang out with my Japanese friends, I get to feel like the innocent child version of me. Because their questions and conversation is, what do you think about this? Do you like that? What do you like as an American? What's your thoughts on this? I go back to my tourist phase, where it's like everything in Japan is lovely, it's perfect, it's whatever. I hang out with foreigners that are new to Japan. I can give them the, grandma talk. Oh, be careful with that. Don't do that, young lady. Help them warn people. I get together with my friends that have been here for a while. We can talk crap about Japan, the things that we hate, things that we don't like. I hang out with some of my foreign friends. We can talk about things that we like and dislike. We can joke about sex and, just all different types of things that we can talk about. Have different groups of friends. You don't have to mix all of your friends. That's cool. Have different groups. Talk to different people. You don't have to see eye to eye on everything. Because the reality is, if all of your friends are agreeing with you on everything, you don't disagree on shit, they're not really your friends. Those are yes men. No matter how much, like even myself, some of you all might, be loyal to my channel and you watch every video that I post and you laugh at all of my jokes. But there has to be a video, if not several, where you're like, girl, you wrong on that. I don't agree with that. And that's cool. You're wrong for disagreeing with me, but that's cool. It's fine. You are not supposed to be me. You don't have to have the same opinion as me on everything. You're human. That's normal. That's fine. That doesn't mean that we can't be friends. That doesn't mean that you can't sub to me. That doesn't mean that you can't watch my content. That doesn't mean you have to hate me. You can like me as a person and you can agree with me on one thing and then decide, I love you, Rin, but I'm sorry, I disagree with that part of it. And that's cool. Be the same way about your friends in real life. Don't think that everybody has to be an exact replica mirror of yourself. and challenge yourself. Especially, I speak for myself as a black person. We are so used to only feeling comfortable when we're around ourselves. And don't get me wrong, it's definitely needed, because constantly being around people that have white skin and people that look different from you, and you being the alien, darkest person in the room, biggest, tallest, whatever, I totally understand the need and want to be around people that look like you to make you feel better and comfortable within your own skin, being your own self and your body. Totally understand. But at the same time, it's also good to have balance. Why do we have to make it a big, bad, and scary thing to be different from the group? I've learned to embrace it and love it. I love it when I walk into somewhere and I realize I am the only foreigner here. Everybody's staring at me. Change your perspective of things. Maybe they're not staring at you because you're ugly, but because you're the baddest bitch in the room. Maybe they're not staring at you because you're a freak, but they're like, oh my god, they look so cool, I want to get to know them, I like their outfit. I've told you guys several stories about me, bumping into people talking to me, and people just seeming like they did not like me. I told stories about, being looked up and down, like, the fuck is this weirdo black bitch? And the girl turned around and spoke to me, was like, I've been to, Los Angeles, San Francisco, whatever. Had a full-on conversation with me in the girl's bathroom. Looked like the most racist Japanese grandma, but nope. When she saw me, she was like, this is my chance to speak English. This must be an American. And she was right. Relax. Don't always have your guard up. And also remember, for those moments where you do have, and I'll talk about this in another video, the people that do treat you badly, or, you have a bad day, etc., that's one person, 2 people, 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, out of how many people that have been kissing your ass for being the hot foreigner? Do not let those losers, those angry people, those lowlifes, whatever is going on in their day-to-day life, and they go off on you or treat you badly, talk badly about you, make you feel bad about yourself, move away from you, whatever the case is. Don't let them ruin your experience, your life, your stay here in Japan. It's so much easier to remember the bad things that people have had to say about you than the good. But please don't let that distract you from the people who love you, that want to be your friend, that wish they had foreign friends, whether it be for their gaijin hunting purposes of learning English, or just to look cool. I used to be really irritated with these people, but honestly, as I've gotten older, while I'm still not going to teach English for free, I view it this way. That's one less racist person in this country. That's how I see it now. I'm happy that you are wanting to and willing to expand your mindset. You want to befriend and associate with foreigners. And I will also be honest, in defense of gaijin hunters, I have yet to meet a single gaijin hunter that was racist. It hasn't happened yet. I mean normal gaijin hunters, not the people that are like, I'm looking for, white people to suck my... No. I'm talking about the kind that legitimately just like, I want foreign friends. I support Black Lives Matter. I like black women. I like whatever. I'm not going to get into politics with you guys. I'm telling you what these profiles look like. So, yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, just be open-minded. And don't let bad situations from 1, 2, however many people get to you. Because I honestly, and that's what inspired me to make this video, to be totally honest with you. I had a girl get mad at me because I didn't hear her. We were inside the convenience store. She yelled at me because I didn't hear her, and she was trying to get coffee. And it was a fat bitch too. And my brain, I looked at her. And she kind of looked back at me too. And I thought to go off on her. And I was like, what are you going to get out of going off on this girl? You're going to look crazy and ghetto just like how she does. You're not going to resolve anything. And it's just going to ruin your own day. Walk away from it. And it was hard to do. I legitimately couldn't hear her. I had in headphones. I was digging inside my bag. Go around me. You'll have no problem pushing into me any other time. But for some reason, she was determined that she wanted me to magically move out of the way. It's like, even after she yelled at me and I moved, it didn't really do much. I moved a little bit closer to the counter. I was right over the trash can at 7-Eleven. Y'all know how they have the little counter space there. I was digging in my bag. And they have the coffee machine in that weird spot where it should not be, because right next to it there's like a printer and there's no space. There's not enough room for 2 people to be back there. But yeah, it really kind of embarrassed me, made me mad, because I'm thinking like, okay, if I heard her through my headphone yell, y'all come inside, I can only imagine what everybody else heard. And it didn't even cross my mind initially to yell back. I had to literally think for a second. The longer I thought, the angrier I became. And I was thinking all of these evil, racist, mean things in my mind about her. And then I was like, if I say or think anything racist about her, and I'm being honest, keeping it real, how does that make me any better than her if I stoop down to her level? Because I know she would not say that to another Japanese girl. She did it to me. Never seen a Japanese person talk to another Japanese person like that out in public. Except for once, technically. I saw a Japanese guy. I guess he might have bumped into somebody at my train station. Not this one, but a connecting one I take to get to work. Rare occasion, only time out of my almost 10 years of being here, I've seen one altercation. And it was useless, because what happened? That guy was apologizing profusely for something insignificant that he probably did. The guy wasn't forgiving him, was just making a huge scene. I'm not doing all of that. I'd rather just walk away, let it go. I don't know what's going on with this chick, but she is not gonna, steal my sunshine, ruin my day. You pissed off, bitch, not me. That's how I see it. Because the moment that I react to what you're doing, you win. I'm not giving you that. No. It's so easy to think about the bad, negative things in people because they have a bigger impact on us, because they make us feel bad. We can easily forget the people that are like, oh my God, I love your hair. Oh my God, your eyes are so pretty. Oh my God, your skin is so whatever. It's so easy for us to forget those people because we get these compliments all the time as foreigners. You're so pretty. You look like Rihanna. You look like whatever. We hear this stuff all the time. But the one time somebody hurts your little feelings, now everybody in Japan is bad. Now the whole country is awful. So just, keep that in mind. It's okay to vent. It's okay to rant. It's okay to be angry. But don't let it consume and control you. It's okay to want friends that look like you, but don't make it your life goal to only hang out with other people that are like you. Likewise, don't make it your goal to only have Japanese friends either. It doesn't matter how many Japanese people you hang out with. You're still not going to be Japanese. Nothing wrong with wanting Japanese friends. But if that's your definition of having friends here, if that's your only goal, if that's what's going to make you feel happy being in Japan, maybe you shouldn't be here. Because you're no better than the so-called gaijin hunter. A friend is a friend. It doesn't matter what country of origin they're from. It's good to have a diverse group of friends. But don't avoid befriending, talking to, or even dating people because they are not Japanese. Totally understand if you're like me, you're not willing to date somebody that isn't going to be here long term, because that's me. That's between you, Jesus, and your mama. We ain't finna get into that part. But yeah, there's so many opportunities I feel like people miss out here because they've decided that they are only going to listen to this set group of people. They're only going to hang out with these people, etc. Don't let other people make up what Japan is for you. It's easy to sit back, watch videos, listen to podcasts of people talking about Japan, whether it be good or bad. You have to experience it for yourself. My life is not going to be yours. Don't think that just because, for those of you that are black, just because you're black like me, we're going to have the same experience, because we're not. Don't think because you're black and you are a female like me, we're going to have the same experience, because we're not. Don't think because you're white that your experience will be better than mine. So you know what I mean? Just keep in mind that you are you and I am me. You are not going to go to the same places as me, work the same places, study the same places, eat at the same places, live the same places. Your life is different. You will come to Japan at a different time. Your experience will be so much more different than mine. And that is okay. But that is the reason why you should not be letting me determine what Japan is going to be like for you. You can listen to my advice. You can take wisdom out of someone else's experience without letting it consume you. I can easily get lost on YouTube watching how they treated me because I'm black in Japan, or how everyone worshiped me because I'm white in Japan. Well, you're going to be in for a surprise when people are laughing at you because you're white but you're ugly. Because you're black and you're big. You're going to be in for a surprise when people aren't obsessed with you because you're white. When people don't hate you because you're black. Or the opposite. So many girls, I get emails all the time from white girls. They're like, oh my God, I'm tall and whatever. Okay, I'm tall too. And I know you're like, well, that's not going to make me feel better because I'm really tall. And it's like, yeah, I get that. But that's the thing. Nobody cares. What are they going to see? Wow, hot, tall, Amazon chick. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to cross their mind. People are going to avoid being your friend or dating you. They're going to be apologizing to you for not looking half as good as you do, sweetheart. And for being half of your height. Is that going to make you feel better by me saying that? Maybe not, but it's the truth. They love you. They don't care. Everybody has their own taste. Everybody likes their own thing. And the reality is, for a lot of you, it doesn't matter what you look like. You could be the most petite, littlest thing in the world, and there are still people that will not like you. I used myself as an example before. Some of y'all be drilling with me in my comments and in my DMs, but you best believe there are people that will see me in real life or even watch my videos. I get messages, emails, crap all the time. You ugly as hell. You this, that, and another. You know, people talk crap about me too. Okay, so I'm going to end my life because of what a few people think about me. And I'm going to ignore the thousands, if not millions of people that would do anything to tongue kiss my pussy. I don't give a fuck about what anybody thinks about me that does not like me. If you don't love me, somebody else does. Somebody else will. Who are you? Nobody. I don't care. You don't want to be my friend? Okay, well, that other person does. Friends are not supposed to be yes men. Friends are not supposed to be mini-me's and copies of yourself. Your friends should be different and diverse from yourself. They should be different races. They should have different beliefs. They should have different opinions. If you can't handle friends that do those things, then you ain't got real friends. Or you need to make some new ones. There is nothing wrong with having friends that have a lot in common with you. But all of your friends should not. A lot of you all don't have friends because that's what you're expecting. You want people that are complete carbon copies of you. Shoot, imagine how I feel. Y'all talk to me all the time in my comments. All the time. Oh my God, I love your videos. Watching the background. Who do you think I get to listen to? That's why I'm over here watching Kevin Samuels. He's the only person that make long ass videos like me that I can actually listen to for entertainment, that can actually make me laugh and educate me. There is no other channel like my own that I can think of that I actually enjoy. There ain't. And definitely not on the topic of Japan. I'm just saying. So, forgot I was even getting there with you all. Basically, in a nutshell, I'm going to end this video. Expand your group of friends. Everybody does not have to be you. You don't need carbon copies of yourself. That's what I was saying. If I had that standard, I would have no friends. Because I can't name a single person that can match how I talk, how I feel, what I think in my videos, in my real day-to-day life. I have to accept you are my friend, but you do not give me this particular thing that I would like to have. But I can find these traits in someone else, and that's okay. I don't expect you to be me. You need to have that expectation with your friends in your life too. When I talk to people, befriend people, date them, I am not looking for another Ren. I'm looking for another friend. I'm looking for another person. There are traits that I like and admire in other people that I don't have myself. That's fine. There are people that bring out other sides of me. For example, I find that I'm more into being outgoing, more into being the crazy, loud person in the group when I hang out with girls. My patrons know firsthand I talk a lot of trash about having female friends. But I will admit, I feel like an airhead. I feel ditzy. I love hanging out with them. I have fun with my girlfriends. More so than I do with guys. But then again, I won't even say that. It's a different type of fun. It's a girly type of fun. When I hang out with my guy friends, it's a goofy type of fun. It's relaxed. You get different things from different groups of friends. I get different opinions, perspectives, everything from different groups of people, different friends. So that's it. Just don't let yourself get so consumed with so much negativity about Japan. But to be honest, for most of you, your problem is the opposite. You've been watching too much feel-good stuff about Japan. You watch everything about, I came to Japan with no degree, no wife, no this, that, the other, and I became a billionaire. And then you guys are like, oh my God, I'm going to be that person. Yeah, I don't need a degree. I don't need a wife. I can wear cosplay every day. Okay, well, good luck trying to become a millionaire model and not succeeding. Have fun. So it's like, get different opinions. Watch different videos. Read different articles. Do not just watch me, as much as I love to have your money. Do not just watch and read my stuff. It's great to get informed from other people, including myself. But all of your information should not just come from me. Information also changes over time. Experiences change over time. My opinion on Japan has changed over time. My opinion on different people has changed over time. I'm human. We have feelings. It's natural. Nothing stays the same. That's just life. So, I'm done with this video. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And if you get nothing else out of it, basically in a nutshell, expand your circle. Don't feel like all of your friends need to have a ton of stuff in common with you in order for you to be friends with them. It's okay to literally have the only thing in common be that you want to have friends. I'm an outdoors person. I do not understand people that like staying inside all the time. But it's actually good and relaxing to have indoor friends. Friends that like doing crap inside. Gives you a break from being outside all the time. There are things I like to do inside, like playing video games or playing the piano or doing a puzzle. Drawing and sewing. I don't do those things outside, even though you could technically draw. But you get what I mean? There are things to like and admire in other people. Even if it's not exactly what you're into. Maybe you're a guy, you're not into sports. You ever tried actually watching an entire game? Maybe you'll enjoy going to a sports bar, having food and drink can make doing something that you don't normally like more enjoyable. Just think about it. So that's it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'd appreciate if you'd follow me on Instagram and Twitter at comic95. You can get my blog, comic95.com. The links for everything are down in the description box. I'm not going to say all of that today. But yeah, just, don't give up on the idea of having friends. Don't limit yourself. And if you have any advice you'd like to give to other people if you're living here in Japan on how you go about making friends, or, give me your 2 cents. Do you agree, disagree? How has your experience been with having friends? Like, do you like having a diverse group of friends, racially, etc.? Like, to be honest, even finding that sense, like the way that the conversation goes when I talk with my white friends versus my black friends, or versus, my Asian friends, like, it's just a very different experience, and it's fun and it's good, and it's not a matter of being fake or phony. There's cultural differences, just from race to race, not just nationality. So it's an interesting thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to get different things from different groups of people. It's okay to feel comfort by being with people that look like you, but it's also okay to learn how to feel comfortable with people that don't look like you, and be okay and comfortable being under the spotlight. And the reality is, we are a lot more anxious and concerned about what we look like and appear to be to other people, and most people aren't paying us any mind. So yeah, that's it. Again, thank you for listening, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please like this video, leave a comment down below, and subscribe, and I will see you in another video. Bye.